Today, I'm going to teach you how to make bread. Not that kind of bread. This kind of bread. Because the internet doesn't already have enough bread making videos. But we're going to make my sourdough recipe. And I have everything in front of me right now that you need to make a sourdough bread. But first, we're going to get you started off by making your starter. Now, I already have my sourdough starter prepped and ready to go, but I'm going to show you really quick how you can make your own. Here's everything you need to make my sourdough starter. A container to hold it in, oat flour, bread flour, and a pitcher that you can dechlorinate water in. First thing you're going to do is add 150 grams of dechlorinated water to your container, then 50 grams of oat flour and 50 grams of bread flour. Then you're going to mix, put the lid on lightly, and let sit for 24 hours. After you let your starter sit for 24 hours, you're going to want to empty half of it and then repeat the same process you did yesterday. Add 150 grams of water, 50 grams of oat flour, and 50 grams of bread flour. Then let it sit for another 24 hours. Now we're going to enter the feeding stage. We're going to take 75 grams of your starter and separate it and put it in a bowl and discard the rest. Then we're going to mix that 75 grams with 35 grams of bread flour and 35 grams of oat flour and 75 grams of dechlorinated water. Then you're going to want to let it sit for 24 hours and repeat that process 4 times. It's going to get bubbly like this, and you'll see it rise and lower. Now that we have our sourdough starter, we're going to enter the prep phase. Before we start the prep phase, make sure you have these items. You'll need a Dutch oven, a mixing bowl, parchment paper, a digital scale, a cutting board, and the flour that we've been using, and another container. In your new container, pour 100 grams of water, add 25 grams of your starter, then again 50 grams of bread flour, 50 grams of oat flour, and then mix together. It'll look like this. Then you're gonna let that sit overnight and get ready for baking tomorrow. We're in the dough making stage. I have my assistant Marco here.
Hello.
He's much taller than me. Things you'll need for this stage, you're gonna need your mixing bowl. You're gonna need that thing that we let sit overnight, the starter. And then you're gonna need your 2 flours and some water. And Marco here is going to help me out.
I will.
Meaning he's gonna get his hands dirty while I film.
Fire.
Bowl on the scale. All right, I'll put 310 grams of water in that.
310 grams of water.
310 grams of
Coming up.
water. Next step here, Marco, we're going to take this and put 200 grams of that in the bowl. It's gloopy.
It is gloopy.
What a good assistant. Good boy. What are we
We're
doing?
going to add 400 grams of this flour into this mix of gloop and glop.
We're doing this 50 grams of oat flour. Now we're going to do my favorite part, and the main reason why you're here. Go wash your hands and then mix it together with your hands.
Nice and clean. What consistency am I going for here?
You know what? I forgot a step. We got to add salt. So take your hands out of there and add 12 grams of salt. If your bread doesn't have salt, it kind of tastes gross. So it's pretty important, actually. All right. Now that we have our dough, thanks, Marco. You should show your I don't know if that's in the shot. You should show the camera your hands there. Yeah. That's why you get an assistant to help you bake. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now that we made our dough, we're going to throw a towel over it and just let it sit for 30 minutes in a warm area. So maybe outside. It's a pretty sunny day. So honestly, I'm going to throw this bowl outside.
I think I'll do the same. Come throw a blanket over me, Nick.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Marco. You're too tall, so we're going to get a shorter person in here for the next step.
Fantastic.
You're making me insecure. And now we're in the folding stage. We have a new assistant. He's more my height. Other guy was too tall. Didn't work out. So in front of us, we got the dough that's been sitting for 30 minutes. And Fenway, do you know what you're going to do?
I'm going to fold that dough.
You're going to fold that dough. All right. So let me break it down how you're going to fold this dough first.
Okay.
So you're just going to take the sides. You're going to lift them up, put them in the middle 4 times, each side. And then we're just going to take the corners and we're going to start throwing that around in the middle for a bit.
Okay.
And then we're just going to start balling it up.
Okay.
And then the best part. Making sourdough is very tedious. We're gonna fold that dough and then we're gonna put a rag over it and put it outside again for 30 minutes. My assistant is gone, but after you let your dough sit outside for 30 minutes, you're going to repeat that same step of folding sides, corners, and then ball it up. And then you're going to actually let it sit outside. Or if it's dark out now, you're going to put it in a warm place and let it sit for 2 hours instead of 30 minutes. All right, now we're in the proofing stage. I have a new assistant, Karina. I've gone from tallest to shortest here. We're going stairs. Karina kind of knows how to bake, right, Karina?
I sure do.
So you know how to proof up some dough.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think we're gonna do with these materials? We got parchment paper,
Okay.
essential. And we got the bowl that we were using earlier, but we cleaned it out because that's important. You can't just be leaving grody crap in your stuff.
Yeah. Clean as you go.
Yep. So what are we doing?
So I think we're going to put our dough into the bowl.
Yes.
And
First.
Yes. Maybe we flour this a bit,
Well,
or flour that a bit.
we should flour that.
This.
Yeah. Okay. So you clearly don't know what to do first. You're gonna take the parchment paper and you're gonna put it in the bowl.
Okay.
Like you're gonna line the bowl with parchment paper. Okay. Now what do you think we should do?
Now we put the dough in.
No, we flour
Flour
it. We
it.
flour it. We just said that.
Well, okay. Sorry. Didn't
Why are
mean
you
to get upset.
apologizing?
Here or here?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this is gonna be the third time, maybe more. I can't remember. We're gonna throw this rag on the top of the bowl and let it sit for an hour and 30 minutes.
Nice.
You want to do that? I'm holding this microphone.
Love to.
There we go. All right, and put it someplace warm again. First, you're gonna preheat your oven to 500 degrees. All right, this is Margot.
Hello.
She is the big one's girlfriend. Today, she's going to help with the baking stage. What do you know about sourdough?
I've only seen people have a sourdough starter and you gotta like feed it.
Yeah, we did that already.
Okay,
You
cool.
missed that step.
Okay.
Okay. So we preheated the oven already,
Mhm.
and your job is gonna be real simple here. Honestly,
Okay.
I'm gonna have you cut little X's in the dough, and you're gonna put it in the Dutch oven, and then you're gonna put that in the oven.
Okay, do you have a knife for me?
Yeah, in a second.
Okay.
Maybe be patient.
Okay, sorry.
You're gonna put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 500 degrees, and after that, you're gonna reduce the heat to 485 degrees. Then you're gonna take the bread out of the oven and take the lid off, and then put it back in the oven at 465 degrees for 25 minutes. Then you'll take it out and you'll finally have your bread. Thank you for watching.